I don't know why, but you are watching the Madness Comic Network. Are you mental? Madness Comic Network.
Ooh.
Welcome to Based on a True Story, Volume 6, Tales of the Underworld, where true crime collides with the furry, funny, and fierce world of the Dust Bunny Mafia. This brand new 32-page comic reimagines real mafia legends, Mad Dog Cole, John Gotti, and more, through the eyes of our animal mobsters. Think The Godfather meets Looney Tunes, packed with action, humor, and full-color storytelling.
In the heart of a major city, in a place raised to honor Earth's past protectors, the world will again learn, sometimes, superpowered intrigue doesn't stop at the grave. Galaxy Memorial Park, Volume 1, beginning crowdfunding Memorial Day 2025.
It's Flip City Magazine, The Parodies, Special Edition, with savage send-ups of The Walking Dead, Star Trek Picard, Stranger Things, The Mandalorian, Guardians of the Galaxy, and more from the first 4 years of Flip City. Get Flip City The Parodies free when you subscribe in print at flipcitymag.com. The world's best satire magazine, and never, ever woke.
Hey, yo. Welcome to the Monday Madness. What's going on, Pops? Oh, it's another one of those days. Actually,
Yeah.
we were just talking backstage about what it takes to build, like, what we're doing here. And I mean, I've had a lot of other people do stuff that I do and then come to me later and go, Pops, I don't know how you can do that, man. It just like takes so much time. And it's like, I don't have that kind of time. And I know that. It's like, I know. That's why I do it, because I got time.
Yep.
That's why I do it, because I have the time. I don't,
I've said this too. It takes unicorns to do this. You're looking for unicorns.
It's all work, man.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Yeah, Chris will be here momentarily, our guest. Okay. He just told me why he's running slightly behind, and I won't share that with you.
Okay. That'll be good. Hey, Grey Wolf. We got Grey Wolf in the chat.
There you go. What's happening, Grey Wolf? And the lovely Angel Carrie.
There we go. How's it going, Carrie?
Kazaa.
Yeah. I wouldn't watch those videos. I did. Cheerio. Yes. Yep.
Yes. We love people that love crime. We do.
Yeah.
Look, we've been doing this. We are coming up on completing our 5th year of doing madness shows, beginning back in the day with CromCon and where we are now. Mm-hmm. 5 years, guys. 5 years. And most people that know me, people that have been part of the network, people that pay attention, know that I'm out here doing this all day, every day.
Yeah, 7 days. 7 days a week.
And I have fun doing it. I appreciate the people that help us to grow. But we're like really, really close to where we want to be. And all it takes is people just sharing stuff out, man. That's really all it takes. If you're sharing out the links to all the stuff that we're throwing at you, then it'll keep growing. It'll just continue to keep growing. And that's all we're asking of people is click that share button, man. Yeah. Anytime you see us live, you see one of our friends like this guy, you see one of our friends live doing his thing.
What's up, Chris?
Share button.
What's going on, bud?
What's up, Chris?
Oh, not much. Just slapping around stupid people. You know how it is.
Roger's upstairs saying hi.
As soon as he hears me, he goes crazy.
He's upstairs. He said hi as soon as he heard your voice. He said, and there we go.
So I did. I commented on it. Yeah, I guess she had a whole.
Why would that not be cool? That would be okay. Get it when you can get it. Shit.
If you want to talk about views, that'll get you views. I mean,
hey, we're getting older, man. You got to hit it when you can get it. There ain't no messing around.
Yeah. Never turn it down.
Oh shit. Oh man.
So what I miss?
Too funny. Somebody just sent me just a little something, a little something. Something about not for this show. This will be for tomorrow's show. I will save that for tomorrow's draw stream. We may even have somebody draw something like this. What do you mean be professional? Shit, if I had somebody under the desk right now, you wouldn't even know it, baby. Be professional. I'd be plenty professional. I'm getting old. You don't turn it down. Hey, everybody, I'm going to be a few minutes late. Levi, kick the show off for me. I'll be there in a minute.
I got you, man. 5 minutes. That's what you're going to take, right?
You never know. It depends. It depends
Right.
how important the show is, right?
Yeah.
They said Al Bundy said 28, 29, 30. I'm out of there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What? I don't know what she's talking about, bro. I don't say
She's trying to say that we already outed Chris for what he was doing, why he was late.
That's all right.
Yeah.
No, actually, I actually what I said was I'm not going to say what Chris told me about why he's running late. I'm not going to say it. That's your story to tell, my friend.
It's better to leave it to the imagination.
Yeah. See.
Always leave them wanting more is what I say.
Yes.
Oh no, I'm old and I'm a great actor. Look, I got a poker face. I got a poker face you never believe, baby. I'm just saying, you know. What can I tell you? You know, Chris, the laughing boat. Welcome to the, I don't know, 250th or something. Damn, we're almost close. We're really close to April. We're probably,
What number is it?
256th, 255th Monday Madness.
Damn.
Holy crap, dude. That's a lot of
Are
weeks.
you sleeping? All right. Love you. Bye. Go be good. Keep me informed.
Don't get in no trouble, rotten kids. That's what I say to my grandkids. Don't get in no trouble, you rotten kids. So yeah, like you said, Chris, we'll start with what you do. You do online. Okay, you do a couple of different shows. You do one for the Madness Network. Mm-hmm. You also have your own YouTube channel. Somebody dropped the link.
Big Sexy Outdoor.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we do Big Sexy Outdoors. We have the Laughing Rogue. Oh,
rotten
my Lord.
Kids, I'm telling you. Rotten kids. Just throwing shit around up there.
Let me grab that quick.
I don't know what it was.
I'm popping in private.
I got you, Chris. I'll take care of it.
Thanks, bud. But yeah, it's we actually started doing pretty good on the what do you call it? The game review videos that we do here. They're getting better. Now, especially now that I have the overhead thing fixed. That was a pain in the junk. So
you beat me to it.
Other than that. Sorry, boss.
It's all right.
I have Lori coming on this Friday. We scheduled that like last year sometime already. But yeah, she'll be on this Friday to talk about the current campaign. So that's cool.
Yeah. I know was it last week you did Marvel United or the week before?
The week 2 weeks ago was the Marvel United, and then the last one was the Arkham Horror RPG.
I went and I watched that video. I went and purchased Marvel United based off of your recommendation.
You see that?
Yeah. Nice. We're trying to get back into to board games and stuff like that because when we have family come over on Christmas and Thanksgiving and stuff like that, we usually end up playing a board game.
Yeah.
So this last Thanksgiving, I made my nephew cry, right? So and I kind of knew it was going to happen. So you remember the game of life, right? Mm-hmm. You get various jobs handed out to you, and my nephew, he's 8. And he got the card for artist, right? And he nailed me 3 times. 3 times I had to purchase commissions from him in the game of life. And my job is the one job you kind of want when there's little kids playing the game. Yeah. Technician. The minute that spinner goes off the rack, the technician gets paid to put it back on, the spinner back on the rack, and you get paid by the guy who knocked it off. Right. So I'm waiting this entire time and everybody's doing real good. And finally my 8-year-old nephew knocked it off and I got too excited. Yeah, I get paid. He started crying on me. I felt so bad. Yeah.
It's a good learning experience.
Yeah, so we were. I was on the lookout for a new game, something cool, something that kids could get into, something that I wouldn't mind. So, escargot, the fastest snail alive.
Yeah, you and up to a total of 4 snails can race along this track that you make. So you make it yourself. You build it out of the tiles, right? So we're going to be playing it this Thursday, and yeah, you roll and you race your snails around. It's kind of Mario Karty, where you have weapons and things that are out on the track,
right?
But yeah, build your own tracks. And you have to make sure you have your cargo by the end.
And you said it's 4.
The more cargo you have, yes, only up to 4 players. 4? Yep. Okay. Yep. Yeah, and the more cargo you have, the more points you get at the end. And if somebody drops it, you can pick up their stuff because, well, the heck with that. You don't need to leave it lay.
Right?
Yeah, the heck with that.
And that gives you more points at the end. Same thing with gathering weapons. If you don't use the weapons, you still get points for having them. It's just not as much as cargo. Because that's, the whole thing is escargot.
I went to make sure that the house didn't fall apart, Carrie. Make sure it wasn't a beam or anything, like a load-bearing beam that fell or anything like that. Protect my munchkins, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Don't worry about me. I know what I'm doing. Oh yeah. All right. So which thing do you want to pull up, Chris? Because you always got things. It's never a thing.
I know, right?
It's always things. So give me a direction.
Let's do this. As soon as with what I sent you, it took me off my game for a bit.
Yeah, I had to respond real quick.
Yeah. That's for dumb sayakamukna. So we'll do this.
Nope, that was you. I thought I saw Ghost Pepper popping.
That was me.
So let's do this one first, and then we'll do the game, and then we'll just BS about whatever the hell we want, right?
Right.
So this looks like blurry, but
the sound.
Nope, I don't hear anything.
Really?
Mm-mm.
That's strange because I can hear it. Let me see if it works better as if I present it as a video file. You smell what the rock is cooking? Okay, hit the old book too. I do the IT stuff all the time. There we go.
You got him?
Yeah, it should be up there as the video file now.
You got him?
How's that? Is there sound for that? So there we go.
Nice.
There's that one.
The slash.
So thoughts on it? Thoughts on the video? Honest thoughts? Too quick?
You don't want mine. I have a broken vestibular, so everything in the video drove me nuts. But like I said, I am the worst case scenario for that. It's all anything flash. I'm brain damaged.
He's muted. I don't know if he knows.
Pops would be better. Would you?
I like it.
I just wasn't sure if it was coming too fast. That's what she said, or if it was too jumpy.
My vestibular said it was too jumpy.
Yeah, I was going to say
I'm the worst person.
You could slow it down just a little bit for suspense sake.
Mm-hmm.
Stretch out each,
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Take it from the 37 seconds to the full minute almost, and
59. Take it to 59, baby.
Yep.
You know,
59.
She and Carrie said she looks like Wednesday Addams.
Nice.
Grey Wolf said looks good. Yes.
Thanks.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm gonna sneeze.
He's got
Yeah,
sneeze.
that's yeah.
Like I
That's
said,
our
I'm
slasher.
the worst person. I see flashy. There's certain shows I can't watch because of the flashiness in the videos, and so. But those would be the best ones. Yeah. Normal brains. We got
That one says stretch it out to the full minute. Yeah, I
Yeah.
think so too. I honestly
Yeah.
think that would be the best for it. Yeah. But there's the cover. And that's coming out in, like we said, in May. We're going to launch that. The book's already done. I'm going through the last minute edits, and everything else is all complete.
Nice.
It's now just get it out there. What I would kill for, honest to God, if I would kill is for an audiobook for both of them, because this is book 2 of the Slaughterville series. I would love to do an audiobook.
Got you.
That would be...
So you already have regular writer, right? You already have their voices in your head going as you write the book.
Mm-hmm.
Is there any particular person that I would love to get this person to play this part? Is there anything like that yet?
I think I would like James Marsters to do it. Spike from Buffy. That's who I would like. That's who I would like to do the reading. As far as is it the first one? Actually, this is the second book. Is the slasher. The first one, if you're into Kindle, right?
Mm-hmm.
It is up on Amazon right now for 99 cents.
Mm-hmm. You can get the first one for 99 cents on your Kindle.
Yeah.
But
if that's
you can
what you
also
wish.
Carrie. Now Carrie lives in the UK.
Okay.
And she probably has not seen the fact that you also have Slaughterville graphic novels.
Yep, I have the graphic novels. I have the games. I have the RPG, which she knows about.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, you'll definitely be able to get book 1. I have copies of book 1 here, or you can get it in the next campaign when that comes out. Or it is, again, up on Amazon UK, Amazon US. Huh?
I can't sniff Kindle.
Yeah. In fact, I have it in Amazon UK, so they should be able to get it to you from there, which should save you all that god-awful VATS fees.
Yeah, that's fucking awesome, isn't it, Carrie?
So I'm trying.
Dude, that's what I'm saying, man. Look, everybody understands the mess that is distribution, marketing, and whatnot in indie comics, right?
Mm-hmm.
Everybody understands it is chores. It is work. It's not, it doesn't just come to you on the end of the rainbow, right? It's like you got to go out there and bust your ass on those things. Chris does that. Chris does the research. He's like, where can I put this and help myself out? Oh, yeah. I see.
And if for some reason.
So, heading back to this comment, have you heard about this yet?
What is this? What happened? What is this?
They're gonna give it to you a page at a time and then take it from you after you've read it? What?
I don't get how they do that. That's still BS. If I download something, you shouldn't be able to reach in and I don't get it. But anyway.
And hello to our friend. What's up, Christy? What's up? Remember, this Saturday is the last Saturday of the month.
That's the UK link I just put up, by the way.
Christy, if you're paying attention, I do believe this Saturday is the last Saturday of the month. So that means,
it is, isn't it?
I'm sorry.
That means we start on our next quarterly event for Flip City Magazine. So, yeah. Is this part of the you all own nothing and be happy? Yeah, it is. It is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We've been preaching physical media forever. You know.
Yep.
It's the only way you know you're going to own it.
Well, yeah, it's the same thing where they've been changing movies that are now different from the Blu-ray. Yeah. No problem, Kerry.
Yeah. See?
Well, I'll tell you what. If you want it for the same thing, I'll drop you the PDF. I kind of know the guy that made it. You know,
Yeah.
I just email you the PDF. Reach out.
Yes.
I can't say anything about everybody else's stuff, but it's the same reason why I always do, you know, PDFs for comic books and graphic novels and things, is because I like to have them digital as well as physical.
Yep.
Gotcha. Hey, going back to your book cover, who was the artist that did that?
Yes. Oh my god, I grabbed a dude off of Fiverr. He did my last one, the first one, and I liked the way he did the first one. So I said, hey, do you want to do the next one?
Gotcha.
I do the same thing, Mr. Yeah. I do the same thing, Mr. Wolf. I do sell the PDFs as well. It's just some people like, you know, they trust Amazon more than, well, people for one.
Oh.
Yeah. But it's here if you want it. But yeah, I always like physical stuff, obviously, especially with the metric ton of game. Even the RPG stuff, I know they have it all digital, but I'd rather have the book sitting here.
Right.
I don't mind having the like game engines where you can go play online. Like, you know, I don't mind that part of online interaction with it, but I don't want to read PDFs.
Mm-hmm.
I hate PDFs. That's just me. I like the physical, like you said. I want to have the book. I want to, you know, I want to stream it live. I don't want to have to switch out of the tab that
Right.
I'm in playing the game to go read something somewhere else. I'd rather just have the book here that I can just read. Right?
Exactly.
You know? People like to smell Flip City when they get it. Yeah, it's a good thing. Okay, it's a good thing. We love the smell of it. It's just.
Yeah, like when I get the PDFs for the RPGs and stuff, I use that for printing out handouts. So like if there's a handout in the book, I don't want to cut it out, of course. So I'll use the PDF to print it.
Mm-hmm. It's a good idea.
I get that. Okay.
I have them once in a while, unless you ask the wife. Then
I just make stupid like little things in Notepad.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they keep track of I got this and this and this. You know, I just make a little Notepad note from my characters so that I try not to forget shit. And I just have a little tiny tab open in the corner down there. You know.
See, Lori has zapped me in the nads 5 times.
Dude. I even go back to like Tomb of Annihilation though, man, when she was like the pirate cleric.
Mm-hmm.
She's the pirate cleric that has tattoos all over her body. Different tattoos for all of the different experiences that she's been through. She won't show them to anybody.
I only got to play the first part of that. And
Wow.
last I remember, she was about 10 times evil and was okay with leaving kidnapped people in the back of carriages. And
Yeah. You know, she was a pirate cleric. If there wasn't no money in it, she didn't care. You know,
it wasn't for her.
Yeah.
All good times. All good times.
We had so much fun, dude. I love doing the video games. Levi, when we fire up the next Slaughterville, you gotta come hang out, bro.
The RPG one.
I'll try it out.
Okay. Yeah, we're actually the one I started with these guys, right, was kind of self-serving because it was the next book. It's for the next campaign, so that one's not available yet. The Asylum one, but then we got to play. Which one did we do next? There you go. The New Neighbors. I was seeing if you remember. Yep, that's the Body Snatchers.
Yes.
Spoiler alert. And the one we didn't do yet was the Werewolf, which is and then we didn't do Jack the Ripper or the Slasher yet. So there's 3 more stories that I already have sitting here that we haven't played yet for it. But
now
man,
the problem is being timing and finding time that everybody can get together. You two, Levi and Christy, are both on the East Coast.
West Coast,
West Coast. Yeah, I mean the other side from us, right? Okay.
The avocado.
Yeah.
The New Neighbors. There you go. But our thoughts were that we were going to go Thursday at 10 a.m. Eastern, which would mean you'd have to get up early to play. But that was like the best time that we found. That's the same time slot that Chris uses for the tabletop game reviews. And that way, if something happens where we can't game that weekend, we just drop a game review in that spot and, and pick it back up next week. Right? It won't affect programming in any way. It'll be easier on Pops. But that is awful early in the morning. I don't know if you guys will want to get up at 7 o'clock in the morning to play D&D.
Yeah, that's a bit early for him. But
I'm usually up. I mean, I'm usually up like 6 a.m. West Coast time. So,
okay, you can be it.
Yeah, yeah. But I got a lot of stuff I'm doing in the mornings.
Yeah.
It's only one day a week. It's Thursday. It's like 2 to 3 hours. It just, depends on somebody's got to leave. They got to leave.
How long yeah.
But we try to get at least 2 hours in so that you get some movement each week in the campaign, right? That was one of the things about Tomb of Annihilation. We played 39 episodes of that. We're all like 2 to 3 hour shows, right? But that, like I said, we figured out the pacing then. You have to get at least so much in and move on to the next thing, right? It's fun. I love doing it. If we can, I don't know, we might be able to back it from 11 to 2, but that just depends on Chris and kids and lunch.
Yeah. Well, as long as they're at school, everything's fine.
Yeah, that means we got to get this thing started soon, or they won't be in school anymore.
No, they'll be off soon. And as far as the Murder Castle, that's always been a plan to be in there as a Saw booby trap type style house. That is one of the goals.
Cool.
Although not John Holmes, he will not be in that one.
H.H. Holmes.
Yeah, that's the one we want, not the other one. That would be an awkward.
No Sherlock either.
Actually, Sherlock Holmes is in Slaughterville. Yes. I have an official. I have the character. Yep. But what I did was I said, because I can't obviously bring the original detective in. So what I did is I said there's a Holmes Society. So once every generation, one person is good enough to be named that generation's Sherlock Holmes. Yes. Okay. Then he goes, and he was sent to Slaughterville to figure out what the heck's going on, and wackiness ensues.
It's a nice workaround.
And see, you got all this stuff. You got Slaughterville, right? You got another game called Gone Hunting that we didn't talk about, where you can take your kids hunting without killing anything. He has another game called Gods of Metal right there, where the gods, you create a song to protect the world from the evil.
Nowhere.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You are a heavy metal band. You pick your band members, and you are trying to make the greatest metal album in history. And every time you play the song, you get all 3 parts of the song. That's when you use all the decibels that you've built up, and that's what attacks the enemies.
Wow. It's like Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure come to
pure sound, baby.
Yeah. They wouldn't let me use Wild Stallions.
Wild Stallions. Yes.
They said we are not licensing Bill and Ted right now, so so I'm like, all right.
Wow.
Same thing with Tenacious D. I couldn't get them in.
Well, I can see why they weren't licensing Bill and Ted, because they were coming up with that new movie, which I watched not that long ago, and a lot of people shit on that, but I thought it was pretty funny. I had fun watching it.
I've seen 1 and 2. I haven't seen 3.
Yeah, I watched the last one just recently. It's pretty funny. I thought it was all right. I mean, you got to stay within the theme of what it is and try to come up with something good. The kids were funny, okay? And, what can I tell you?
Yeah, it wasn't a bad movie. But yeah, if you like heavy metal stuff, that's here. But it's it's a deck builder that lets you live out your rock and roll heavy metal fantasies.
You know what? I have Kiss stuck in my head right now. God made rock and roll for you.
Yep.
That was the song, and like, wasn't that Bill and Ted 2? The big song at the end.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
my
made
goodness.
rock and roll.
Roll for you. Yes.
And then a lot of the cards in the game are based on, songs.
Okay.
Who was
This-
knocking at my door? Give
This
me
would be
1
really
minute.
cool. God's.
Now, Carrie, we're not talking about using anything that uses their actual voices or anything. It's just the rights to make like a card for them. Like there's a card for Chris Kale from Five Finger Death Punch in the Gods of Metal game.
Mm.
He actually endorsed the game, did a video for the game, everything, right? The bass player from Five Finger Death Punch. So, that's what he means by licensing, being able to use them on a card and stuff like that.
So, how many players for the Gods of Metal?
4, because there's 4 band member positions. It's lead, bass, drummer, and singer.
Okay.
Hey, we ain't played that for a while. You need to get your setup ready so we can play that too.
I was gonna say, I don't think you played with the Eternal Vigilance expansion.
I don't think I did either.
I know I sent it to you, but I don't think you played with it.
No, I mean, we need to do another stream.
Yeah.
That one's fun. Yeah, see, Carrie says, I remember that video. I slid onto the floor that day.
Yeah.
Hey, you messed up your knee, Carrie?
She liked Chris Kale. She liked him a lot.
Yep. Yeah, that was pretty neat when he said he'd be on. He wanted to be in.
She had an emotional response to that one, Levi.
Okay. All right. So going back, I'm stuck on Gods of Metal right now. I'm sorry. You said
I can get you a copy. Where are you at?
I'm in Spokane, Washington.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, don't worry about it. I will figure it out. So tell me about the different cards. You said that the different cards have different lyrics on it, or different songs, or what?
Sure.
I'm interested. So every chapter in my comic book is after a song. We kind of did something similar in our book. So I'm fascinated about like the title that you would choose for this card. So
sure. Let me grab
I'm
it
gonna see
right
if I can
now.
find something for you to look at later.
Right.
That's what she said.
Okay.
Let me see.
Let me grab the PDFs for you, and then I will. This way, I can just bring up the PDF and show you all the stuff.
Okay.
There's the print and play.
And once again, I've got Kiss running through my head.
God gave rock and roll.
Did you guys go to the movie theaters and see Bill and Ted back in the day, or did you wait for it to come out on VHS? Yeah.
No, I went to the theater. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember so we had a bus stop across the street from our high school, and there was plenty of days where we would skip out on lunch, get on the bus, travel to the movie theater, just go see a fucking movie. Yeah.
Yeah.
And Bill and Ted was one of them.
So in this one, one of the things besides getting new outfits, new instruments, new upgrades, and so on, you're building songs, and you'll have a beginning, a middle, and an end to the song. So the beginning, and then you have to match it up with a middle and an end, and each one has different effects that they're going to do, who it's going to target. But I wrote all the lyrics because they mean nothing as far as other than flavor text.
Mm-hmm.
But when you line them up, you get a song out of it.
Right.
So if you had, let's see, the Ravaged, and then you get the middle, brings the pain of the damned. Right? It's just every heavy metal kind of a song thing, And then when you get into, come on, you can do it. There you go. Sorry, when I get into this, I get into it. That's. I forgot. Yeah, who did that? But then you get different outfits, mascots, and these are all things that you're going to be able to buy. You can get groupies because you have to.
So, okay. For some reason, I kind of want to know now, is there a cut your hair card?
No, no.
Okay. All right.
Fire in the sky. Smoke machines. You get smoke machines because you can upgrade your stage, not just your characters, but you can upgrade the stages. And all of the loading the van, because you're a garage band at that time. Garage practice.
Right.
And
I'm dropping a link in your X right now, Levi. You can go check this out later.
Okay. All right. Okay. Thank you.
It is.
Thank you.
It's the demo of us playing Gods of Metal.
Yeah. Like here's
and then you can see what it's all about, dude. You'll be like, "Oh, dude, yeah."
Like I tried to get Eddie. I tried to get all the actual ones, but people were not. They weren't having it. And then the band members are similar to yet legally distinct from. Like Axe Rosebush.
Yes.
Tila.
Yes.
Dane Carver, Bloody Alex. Yeah. Mr. Lem. Tick is not Flea at all. And and they're all based on whichever band you have. And you can play any band member with any other band, but if you have them as a group, well then they're stronger. Then they get bonuses for being together. But you don't have to.
You can be a solo artist.
Exactly.
Gotcha.
Yep. And the one we usually put on the front cover, of course, Buddy Money, Fred Mars, not Freddie Mercury, and the Oz. Hi, Oz.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Very
Vince
cool.
Instead of Wotan, we did Vince Wooden. Yeah. But yeah, all in good times.
Similar to, but not quite.
Exactly.
I don't hear any squeaking. I don't hear no squeaking.
Squeaky.
Not me.
Nope. By the way, Miss Carrie, we are going to have salt as one of the stretch goals for the escargot. So you're going to be able to put salt on the track.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right, so let's go into escargot. Let's cover
Okay.
Okay.
Escargot is 1 to 4 player. It is a family game where I know Gone Hunting is a family game too, but this is Backer Kit is a crowdfunding company, and they reached out to me, and I did their Booktopia event, which is where Slaughterville, the novel, came from. I do enjoy giving slugs salt. Never tried it. There's only one way to find out. That's going to be on March 13th that you can find out. But Backer, all about the money. But so when they got a hold of me about doing Booktopia, I wrote the novel for the Slaughterville one, and they came back to me and said, "Hey, do you want to be part of Pockettopia, which is a small form factor board game?" And I said, "Well, yeah, I got something planned for that anyway." So, and that's escargot is you're trying to be the fastest snail so you can earn your top spot in the prestigious package delivery service of escargot. Yeah, and it's just honestly, it's just four snails running around, racing, grabbing weapons, trying not to drop your cargo. And if we get to the appropriate stretch goals, we're going to have little snails.
Nice.
So, yeah.
And what is the cargo? Is there specific cargo, different cargo?
No, it's just little cargo. So every time you get hit or damaged or something, you drop one of your cargo, because that's what a UPS or escargot driver wouldn't want to do.
Right.
Another layer to the game. Another layer to the game. Here we go. Different cargo has a different value.
We can always
do some special cargo.
But that's going to be stretch goals or expansions.
Okay.
Always leave them wanting more.
You know how we do this.
Mm-hmm.
Every time we play one of your games, we're like, "Oh, we can do this. We can make better. We can do this."
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and in Turbo, wasn't it Sam Jackson and Ryan Reynolds, same people that happen to be in Marvel now? Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But you do have speed boosts for you. You have speed down for the other players, right?
They all move slow.
They all float down here.
Yeah.
And you can get bombs. You can have trampolines. You have traps. You have shells. You can improve your shell so you can resist. Somebody throws a bomb at you. You just discard your shell, and you don't have to drop your cargo. But what you're trying to do is be, well, not only first, but also have the most cargo by the end.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
And yeah, we are going to play this on Thursday, so everybody will get to see exactly how it's played. But it's not. In fact, this is my shortest one. It's under 30 minutes to play. Easy enough to set up. Anybody can do it. I think you'll have fun.
Gotcha. And when you were talking about environments and stuff, you said there's a trampoline in there, and so is it? So you said so there's tiles that we're moving on.
Yes.
Is it?
In fact, let me just.
Is the environment?
Do you have admin?
More expanded than that? Yes, I do.
Okay, can you pop up the? Let's see. Present, share, window, bum bum. Okay. So that's the box, obviously.
Okay.
Those are the add-ons. Because yeah, you can get Gods of Metal. You can get Gone Hunting when this campaign launches on March 13th.
Nice.
But yeah, you're going to have road tiles. This is what it's going to initially come with.
Okay.
Road tiles, wooden pawns for the snails.
Okay, so I guess looking at the tile right there, that kind of answers my question. We're out, and even the logo, we're out in the yard. The green is the grass.
Yes. This is your garden. It's a path through your garden.
There we go.
Yep.
Okay. Sweet.
And you're racing through the garden trying to deliver packages across from one to the other. And yeah, and like I said, we'll start with pawns. Hopefully we get to unlock the snail minis. And then you'll have the tokens. And I'd like to add more and more weapons as we can, but this is where it's at with, a nice price point and a fun game.
Right. It looks really cool. It looks well done.
Thanks. But all you need to do, grab your snail, pick up your dice, take your 5 cargo, and then you get to build a track any way your heart desires. Short, medium, long. I don't care how many things you put out there. Build it the way you want. And they're all double-sided tiles, so it's, a straight and a curve. I'm also working on hazards, like water hazards, or salt, of course, is going to be our first official hazard.
Right.
And then you put 3 of the mystery weapon things out on each thing, so you can decide if you want to go for them or not. And just roll 2 dice, run the track, see where you get to. You can go forward, sideways, or diagonal, but you can't go backwards.
Okay.
So I don't know any snails that can move backwards.
So you said salt is going to be the first hazard out there in the environment. Is there? Can you tell us of any other stretch environment goals?
Oh, sure. I'd love to have like cracked earth, water, things like if you're bumped into it. Same thing with the weapons, because normally if you run into another snail, well, you got to drop one of your cargo because you're not exactly the most agile. But with things like spikes for the armor, you can bump into another snail and make them drop the cargo instead.
Oh, gotcha.
Just
so it's kind of like, so if I roll and I'm coming down these three, and I would have to go around that other snail because he hasn't moved yet, then, right?
Exactly. So if you come up here and you're this one on the top, you would have to actually come one down all the way down here.
Got you.
Unless you stop your move early. Because if you go into the traps, you drop cargo.
Gotcha.
You can throw, if that bomb is there. You can throw a bomb. There it is.
There it is.
Onto other tiles, and it actually blows up, and then everybody on that tile has to drop a cargo.
Nice.
Yeah. So you can nuke them if you want to nuke them.
Boy, I got a bunch of different games in my head. That's like this is an amalgamation of, that technique right there almost screams like a sorry. Like I hated that game as a kid. Sorry. Like, oh.
And our first goal we're going to have is for a reference card. And we have a low funding goal because we're getting printed in the U.S. I don't have to worry about tariffs. I don't give a damn about shipping overseas. As far as getting it on the boat from China, we're printing it all here in the U.S. So But we're going to start off, we're going to give reference cards so you don't have to wonder, what does this token do? What does this thing do? It'll be on the card.
Okay.
And then we'll add more dice, because more dice is always fun.
Right.
Then we'll add more tiles, and then UV coding just to keep everything nice and pretty.
Mm-hmm.
And then after that, then we're going to get into the salt, and we're going to get into a grappling gun where we can grab somebody's cargo from across the map. You're going to get...
That's cool.
Yeah. Oh, an oil slick is another one we had, and where when you go into that, you have to turn the snail around and you have to go backwards.
Okay. So you actually have to break the rule.
Yep. So yeah, but here's just a simple setup for it. Like you said, you can set up the track any way your heart desires. Mm-hmm. And there's an advanced and a regular start and finish. The regular start is just position 1, 2, 3, 4. The other side gives you a starting token. The regular finish line is just, of course, finish first, second, third, fourth place. But the other one lets you go backward. Like you reach the end and then you go back around. So it's like a full lap. I'm sorry, I missed that one.
There we go.
I almost thought you meant Gears of War. I mean God of War, but then I realized you meant Gears of War. We could have mafia. We could have mafia snails putting wet cement out, and.
Oh, that's a good idea too.
Because who's running your?
So, what about the gardener turns on the sprinkler? A water trap?
That would be the water trap. Yep.
Okay.
We can use that kind of thing to block off entire sections, funnel people into corner. I mean, we can make these things as big as we want, and I made the box size enough so that it's going to easily fit all the expansions in if we get anything extra and when we do more down the road.
All right. Gotcha. Get your track pieces with a big pond in it so you can go swimming with the fishes.
We're gonna have to now. We'll get with Mobbimals and we'll make sure that they put up some get a collab with that.
That's a great idea. That is literally a great. Yeah, you could have mobbable characters out in the garden.
Yep. I've been married. I'm not used to hearing it's a good idea.
No, I like the fact that you can in the expansion where we can expand the game, because that was another one of my questions too, was like, where can we get more tiles to make the game longer?
Oh yeah.
So, but you've already got that in a tier, not a tier.
That's in the stretch goal plans.
Yes.
Yep. That's all. It's all there to make sure that we get more and more and more of this game. But yeah, as far as the fence post goes, I think the fence posts would be nice to have too, because again, anything that can modify the track and make it interesting would be really good. I only made it as simple as we have it now because I want everybody to get it, and this is our base. This is where we start from. There's a guy. Go ahead.
I was going to say this comment right here. This makes me think of get out of jail, like snails on top of the fence, like lose a turn.
Mm-hmm. Did you ever hear of like Terraforming Mars, those style games?
No. Mm-mm.
Okay. He's a big designer, and he actually invited me to his house in Jersey once, but I could never go. But he said something that I always stick with now. Make the game as basic as possible to start, because if the base game itself isn't fun, anything you add to it isn't going to be fun either.
Gotcha.
And that's why I went with something as simple as, like, it's a good Mario Kart style game.
Yeah.
And this way I know that everything in here works. It just seems to fit together really well.
Yeah.
And now anything we add on to it, as long as I don't alter the base thing too much where it's no longer fun, hey, we're all good. Same thing with Gods of Metal and same thing with Gone Hunting.
No, escargot. Yeah, it's a great idea. I love it because, just like you're just saying, the initial concept is simple enough to like, and 6 and above, and this is the race to the end. It's a Mario Kart. Keep your package, bumping into each other, and like I got all these amalgamations of games in my head. It's a combination of Sorry and Croquet. And, I mean, just boom, 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 boom. So, yeah.
Yep, it's not overly complicated. Again, I've had my kid here. He's played it a few times and easy to set up. I think it takes maybe 2 or 3 minutes to set up, and depending on how long they want to mess around with making the track.
Right.
And then it's just
That was
put the tokens out and we'll start rolling dice, baby.
That was the fun part, playing with Hot Wheels, setting up the track. It's going to do this, it's going to do that, and then you would finally put the car on it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The leaf part I actually have as the trampoline because they can just jump over the other snail in front of them.
Okay.
And then or trap or whatever else is out. Yep. So yeah, we already have something like that.
Gotcha. That's freaking cool.
March 13th. I think I gave the link to it. Knowing me, I didn't give the links.
You sent us the YouTube link, and if you have the link to the campaign, yep, got you right there.
I have it on BackerKit and Kickstarter, so whichever one you want to put it on, that's entirely up to you.
Oh, come on, give this to me.
If I had a nickel for everything.
Give it to me. Come on, girl. Give it to me.
Give me 3 steps. But overall,
y'all want to hear something off topic, but funny?
Always.
I got one of them emails that said your video can't be monetized because from YouTube.
Yeah.
And what they cited was the song "If I Had a Dollar" by Ivory and Demi, the hosts of the ID show, playing their own music on their own show, and some clown called Freak Wapham or something claims rights to their actual music. I forwarded this email to Tim this morning and said, hey, bro, somebody's making music off your shit on YouTube.
Yeah.
And you need to nip that shit in the bud. How do I get fucking flagged for the hosts of the show playing their own music?
My thing is this. If they know that they so often get these claims and they're disputed and it's always and you always win, why don't they just block these people? Block their eyes. But they don't. I've won so many disputes against SRS company that it's like, God, just why are you even bothering at this point?
I've won against all of them, and it's starting to get annoying.
Mm-hmm.
But when they're flagging somebody for playing their own music,
pretty
how
stupid.
about you investigate who actually owns the music before you allow a scammer to say, hey, that's mine.
Oh, by the way, my favorite Chili Peppers was Danny California. That's my favorite song of theirs. Because she mentioned it. That's why I figured I'd
right.
Yeah.
Chris, Carrie's I garden myself, and I do a lot of peppers.
Mm-hmm.
And I showed a pepper online one time, and it had the shape of a what was a habanero. So I mean, what a habanero is shaped like. And Carrie accused me of putting that habanero somewhere.
Oh,
so it's been a running joke this entire time.
Okay, I was lost. I was out of the loop on that one. My bad.
Levi and his peppers.
Yeah.
Yeah, she ain't never gonna let that one go, bro.
She's not.
I have dried Carolina Reapers and dried ghost peppers up in the cupboard because I make the hot sauces.
Nice.
Yeah. I did
This
them
actually the one that made the Madness hot honey mustard.
Ooh.
And Lori's Path of the Pale Sauce.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was my recipe. I made that one and sent it out to her. Oh my good Lord.
I'm not putting that up.
Sauce is the bomb, dude.
I'm not putting that up.
No, that would not go well. But yeah, so
I do the same thing. I garden. I do a lot of peppers. I freeze dry them.
Yep.
Turn them into a powder. Yeah, I love love hot food.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No. Yeah, she took that one sauce that I made, and then she made like 5 or 6 other ones, and she's just going nuts with it. It's pretty awesome.
Mm.
Yeah, Carrie just bought the sauce tier.
Okay.
And is having it sent to me. All she wants is the book. She's sending me the sausage. Isn't that sweet?
That's sweet.
Sweet, sour, spicy, hot.
Mm-hmm.
There are all kinds of flavors.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, if you have any questions on it or any of the other ones, like I said, this one's coming out March 13th. We're going to be going live. I usually do it at about 6 a.m. here, but I don't know what time I'll do it this time.
Which are you going with a particular platform?
We have Backer Kit is the one that's doing the Pocketopia event, but I also have it on Kickstarter because I know some people don't like to go to other platforms, so I threw it on there too.
Okay, gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
And you'll be March 13th.
Yep. I sent Pops the first version of that madness sauce, and he's like, "Yeah, that's not hot enough." So I doubled the Reapers, and yeah, so that.
Nice.
And I used ghost pepper in Path of the Pale sauce because dead ghost and all that there.
Right.
Just a theme going.
No, I do a lot of pickling as well, so I will add I'll get the cucumbers in, I'll just put one jalapeno or one habanero or one, like you're saying, ghost pepper or Carolina Reaper. Put it in the jar, and it's just enough to tint the cucumbers.
Yeah. So you're gonna call me stupid, and believe me, I get it. I'm used to it, but I don't drink, not much at all. But I make wine. I just like making it. I have maybe 6 or 8 gallons of freaking wine, homemade wine that I made,
right?
And it's just sitting up there doing nothing. Plus, I have one fermenting right now that I just started yesterday. A nice dark cherry. So, but again, I don't drink, but it's sitting there. So if anybody wants to come hang out, what the hell?
Right.
We got plenty to drink.
Yeah. Out of my garden, I got 3 different grape bushes. The first one I put in, I'm like, why in the heck isn't this thing doing anything? And then I found out it's like it needs a mate out there. Yeah. They don't just grow by themselves. I'm like, okay, so I got 2 more, and now I've got way too many grapes. I tried doing it.
And then you had a threesome, and look what happened.
Yes, it made lots of grape jelly.
Lots of grapes.
Yeah.
So I'm going to call it 3 or 4 years back. Don't quote me on the time, but you get the idea. A friend of mine, I used to call her my Aunt Cheryl because she was there ever since I was a baby. They had a grapevine and they had to get rid of it. So I'm like, well, yeah, I'll take it. So I took a cutting of this grapevine, and it's growing over like crazy. Here it turns out that was around since the 1800s at their house.
Oh wow!
Yeah, wow. I'm just glad I can keep that sucker going.
Yeah, I was a little worried about one of mine this year. I wasn't sure if it was the environment or what was going on, but I thought I might have trimmed it a little bit too far back. It was a late bloomer. It scared me.
Yeah, a lot of things went late last year, and like the peach trees, everything was just going weird last year. It was
well. If you want to put on a tinfoil hat for a second, we got sprayed pretty bad last summer. You'd see those chemtrails over and over and over. And I talked to I live out in the county, so we're R5, 5 acres, nothing below. So tons of farmers and everybody at the local hardware store. When we get to talking about it, it was always, what'd you lose? What'd you lose? Every single farmer out here in the valley lost something this last year. And it was something like that, where it's kind of like this tree was hardy, this tree was this or that, and just dead.
Yep.
I like how you keep that hat handy now, Levi.
Should, right?
You know,
Yeah.
one day you're going to sit down and it's going to have turned into a golden crown, right?
It is, right? Yeah.
Right?
There you go.
Oh, don't sit down on that part.
Because
Yeah.
that's what happens
Lord.
with all of them.
Yeah.
Carrie, she bought the sauce for me, guys, so I can try it.
That's nice.
And
Yeah, they say the difference between a conspiracy theory and fact is 6 months.
yes.
Yes.
Chris, I do need another batch of Madness hot sauce, though.
Okay.
I do.
Hey, Josh.
And
Hey, Josh.
and look, how many did you like? 9? You put like 9 Carolina Reapers.
Yeah,
in
9 or 10.
35 ounces.
Mm-hmm.
And I
In one
think it was
blender.
it was like 7 5-ounce bottles or 5 7-ounce bottles.
Mm-hmm.
And there's 9 Carolina Reapers ground up in those 35 ounces of honey mustard hot sauce.
Yeah.
And do you remember the old the McDonald's hot mustard? It's almost like that, but honey instead of brown sugar, but way hotter.
Mm-hmm.
Way hotter. But
Right.
the flavor is there. It's honey mustard, right? But it is a hot honey mustard. It's not something that you look. If you're not prepared for hot, don't put this on nothing. Okay, that's all. It's madness.
Yeah.
I did make a version where just the other week because I was making a honey mustard chicken, so I made that sauce, but I left out the Reapers for the wife and kids and all that. So
Yeah.
And how was that?
it was fine. I mean, they were like, do farmers in U.S. struggle like British do? Yeah, the push for vegan is kind of.
Mhm.
Oh, nice. BSO just got another sponsor. That's good.
BSO just got another sponsor. What?
Yeah, they just sent me the message. We got another sponsor.
Nice. Very good. Very good.
See,
those
we're
of
doing
you
all kinds of stuff.
That is Big Sexy Outdoors, another show that Chris is part of,
Mm-hmm.
where they talk hunting and fishing and outdoor stuff, and they have awesome guests that do hunting and fishing and outdoor stuff and giveaways and all kinds of cool stuff over there, man. And
In fact, we're going live tonight at 8:00.
yes, they moved their time up to 8 o'clock. So
Yeah, to make it easier for everybody.
well,
yeah.
interferes with the show now, but whatever.
So I noticed your first novel was a book called Survival, and I got all
Yes.
excited. Can you tell us a little bit about it?
Sure. So, God, was that 05 I did that sucker?
Yeah.
I think it was around 05. Yep. See, I was driving home, and the most ironic thing is I left my cell phone at home, So I start to drive home on my motorcycle, and I got to get my phone in case I have an accident. What happens on the way home? I have an accident. I wrecked into a barbed wire fence, broke my leg, and I broke my arm, right? Boom.
Ooh,
I had to crawl 2 miles home.
the
And
fuck.
yeah, I actually had a guy stop, look at me in a yellow Jeep. And he looked at me and I said, I'm all bloody. And I said, I need help. I just wrecked. It just took off, bounced. I'm like,
Did you ever
well,
find that guy again?
no, but if I ever do, but but no. So I'm like, what else am I going to do? I tried, the bike wasn't going anywhere. It was done. So I crawled home. And funny thing is, I put the first mile on that bike, and when I wrecked it, the mileage was 666 miles on it. Swear to God,
Ooh.
couldn't make that up if I tried.
Right.
But I was down for a few months, and I've always loved telling stories, and I was a security guard at the time, and so I wanted to write a book that kind of incorporated a little bit of that. So it's just these two guys, hapless ne'er-do-well style, like goofballs, and they're working in a cosmetics factory, but they're night shift. And who's going to mess with a cosmetics factory at night, right? So they bring their PlayStation, they bring all this stuff, and they just sit and they chill. Well, what they don't know is the owner is trying to keep himself young, and he's made a deal with a demon. And on that night that this happens, well, everything bursts through. Okay. And it's now up to them to survive and get out.
Gotcha. That's a pretty cool idea.
Thanks.
Yeah. I ran into a situation when I was younger where me and a coworker, and I've always kind of done this since then. Basically, a bomb threat was called in to the company, and it was and the fault was put on me and my coworker. So basically, the guy was threatening to kick our ass or kill us, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it was like for the next year, we'd always joke about like, okay, if it happened today, which way are you going? And which way am I going? Because we can't be bumping into each other. Like I'm going left, you're going right, right? Right. That's the deal. Yeah. Because you don't want to die at work.
No, definitely not. Can you imagine that dying there and that's where you have to haunt the rest of your life? It's
That would
just
be
stay at work.
terrible. Oh my God. It was a stupid assembly line job. You know, we were making lighting fixtures for Columbia Lighting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and it's a long ass story, but yeah, basically the kid got fired, and yeah, there was a cop out in the parking lot for like a week. It was terrible. Yeah, it was all our fault. You know, it was like, oh fuck. Yeah.
So I used to be a cashier at night at a gas station while I was going to school, and one thing that happened is something that I would swear has a great story behind it, but I'll never know. A guy comes running into the store, slams money down on the counter, says, "That's for my gas," and he just bolts. Now he got like $20 in gas. Looks like $300-400 on the counter, and he just left. Right, so I'm like, 20 for gas. Thanks for the tip.
Right,
you know?
right.
But what is so important, or what's going on that made him say, "I don't care about this"? Couple hundred extra dollars. And this was back in the 90s, so that was a lot more money back then. Yeah,
that was
a nice
month's rent.
Yeah,
back
then. Yeah, so like, what was so dramatic or drastic that this happened? That's something I always wonder.
I gotta like, was he having a baby? That's the first thing that popped in my head. You know, what is like? I'm gone. This is way more important than $300 of this paper shit.
And never came back. Even all the days I worked, and never came back and said, "Hey, where is this?" All kinds of good stuff.
Yeah, weird work stories.
Mm-hmm. Oh my God! See, my brain freezes where I don't remember names very well. Okay, I can remember everything else, but I don't remember names. There was something where people were doing interviews of horror writers, but it was tell us your paranormal stories, like what happened to you that you know. And I thought that would be a good thing to do on here, that kind of a thing.
Right.
What's your weirdest stories, that kind of stuff. But that's just something I was kicking around.
I've never had a weird paranormal story. You know,
really?
I've never had.
We gotta hang out more.
I should, right? Yeah, never experienced a ghost. Never.
Man, I got a dozen of them, dude.
Actually, I do, but I don't think I can tell the story. But yeah,
I got a dozen of them from one house I lived in.
See, the house I grew up in, that was the rumor in the neighborhood. And even after my mom died, the rumor kind of grew a little bit. And because they were like, at first somebody died in the house, and then after my mom actually did die, they're like, oh, that lady also died in the house. And I had to go back to some neighbors later on, like, no. She requested no lights, no sirens from the ambulance. Like, that's the reason you can see my mom leave, you know? So, yeah. She was dying of cancer. She was taking her last trip. So,
yeah. Time. Oh, okay.
You want to say hi to Chris?
How's it going,
Rocky? You want to say hi? You say hi to Chris?
I usually gets him going.
Quit looking at my food. Say hi to Chris. No, he's just looking at my food now. He don't even care.
If I don't talk to myself, I don't usually have much conversation.
You're not going to say hi to Chris?
Yeah.
There he is. But yeah, no, I mean, I've and I completely understand skeptics because I was one. And until you see it yourself, of course, you're not going to believe it. Everybody's full of stuff until you see it yourself.
That's the problem. I do believe it. I believe in all that stuff. It's just never happened to me. So I don't know how I would react now to it. You know, like, oh yeah, that's, you know, or.
One of my first I can remember, and I've told Pops this one. was I was staying over at a friend's house, and I was like 12. Okay. We pull up into his driveway. His dad's driving, and there's this big 3-story house. I'm like, okay. And then instead we pull into a trailer that's in the same lot. It's like across the parking lot. And, and me being 12 and a dumbass, I said, why don't you live there instead of here? He goes, oh, that's grandma's house. Nobody lives there. You're not allowed. I said, what do you mean it's grandma's? Well, she died. She was a witch. She doesn't want anybody living there. I said, you are so full of, of course, right? Because I didn't.
Right.
So he goes, I'll prove it to you. He goes, tonight when everybody goes to bed, we're going to go check this out. I said, well, sure. What the heck? I got nothing else to do. So we try the front door, and it's like 11 o'clock at night. Everybody's asleep. We try the front door. It's locked. We go up the back drain pipe, and we climb up on top of the back porch roof. The window's locked. So I said, all right, I guess we're done. He goes, nope. Smash. Breaks the window. Okay. I'm like, well, we're in it now, boot.
Right.
So we climb in. On the table is one of those ceramic egg jewelry holder looking things.
Right.
My grandmother, my Nana, she collected those kind of things. So I said, hey, my Nan loves those things. He goes, take it. I said, dude, I'm not stealing your stuff. He goes, put it in your pocket, pussy. I'm like, as a guy, you have to do it now.
Yeah.
I picked it up. I put it in my pocket, and all you heard was, get out. Screaming through the house. It chased us down the stairs. The front door was open. It slammed behind us, and that window was fixed the next day.
That's fucked up, man.
That's grandma's house, motherfucker. I am out.
Yep. Hey, real quick, you talked about the witch thing. We had a cauldron in our backyard, right? And my friend seen it one time, and he's like, what's that for? And I said, oh, my mom's a witch, right? And years later, like 10 years later, he comes back and he's like, is that why your mom was a witch? So he thought the entire time that I was effing serious and my mom was a witch. Yeah.
That's pretty awesome.
So Josh,
I've had way too many experiences.
Yeah, one day I'll tell you about Delby and the mobster ghosts. I got tons of them. I got tons.
Okay. My biggest fear is dark water phobia. That's what I have. I hate not being able to see the bottom of what I'm swimming in.
Yeah. That's why I don't do the ocean. It's because the ocean can hold like 10,000 blue whales and all the food to feed them. What else is hiding in there, dude? I don't know.
Yeah.
Do you know where I'm not getting bit by a shark? Right here.
In my house.
Yeah. So, and there's no shark coming in here.
Yeah. Okay, so this is Luniverse. Okay. So 2 accounts for Luniverse. Yeah, Luniverse was on the was that Saturday or Sunday, Pops, for the draw stream? No, Saturday. He was on Saturday because he had to go to church on Sunday. Yep.
But I do have the BSO at 8, and I got to get the kids' supper going.
Okay.
So I don't mean to cut short, but
you're good.
I was gonna say, you need to go on Christy's show. Creative Chaos, Thursdays, 9:00.
Okay.
Christy, Chris is in the madness. You can find him, Christopher Brown, just like his name says.
I'm on the website.
He's a better Chris Brown. All right.
Yeah. I'll only slap you if you ask.
You'll need one of these when you go on there to protect
the conspiracy corner. There's you'll like it, Chris. You'll have
fun. I have right up here the Conspiracy Bible. That's what it's called, the Conspiracy Bible. And I've been doing research on a conspiracy board game. So I've been I'll tell you about that one then when we're off, because I don't want to give that away while we're.
Well, they have a spinner wheel. You get 3 choices. You can take 1, 2, and then you're stuck with the third. And it's got all the conspiracies on it. So whatever one it lands on, you got to talk about.
Nice. Yeah. I got this.
Loved it.
Christy has a question.
Okay.
Did he say he'd slap me on the ass?
Who?
You. Did you say
me?
he'd slap her on
I mean, for the right amount of money, I'll slap anybody in the ass.
Yeah,
$20 is $20 is what I'm saying.
As long as it's a paying gig, bro.
That's right, baby. That's right.
As long as the check clears.
That's right. But all in all, yeah, it's been fun. I hate to see me go, but I love to watch you leave. But yeah, I will definitely get on. Please reach out. I'm around here with these guys.
Yeah.
Not hard to find. I appreciate everybody, and well, yeah,
So-
wish you well.
So we're good. Anything else you want to say?
Me? No, like I said, Escargot, March 13th. Bada boom. Grab your snail
Yeah, we'll
racing
probably
game.
do some kind of a launch party here or something.
Yeah, we're going to be playing it this week anyway.
You know.
Yeah.
I do have a new sponsored video I'd like to play for everyone right here at the beginning before you leave, Chris, because you might find this quite hilarious.
Okay.
Everybody, we got Behind the Code. We got BSO, Big Sexy Outdoors, over there on their channel, 8 o'clock. And then It's Frickin' Figures tonight. Those guys have a special interview, so you're not going to want to miss that at, I think, 10:30. So, as usual, a full set of programming around here, as well as with our friends. So, don't miss any of it.
Nope.
And, with that, a little something inspired by Slaughterville. Here you go. Are you ready? Are you ready?
Yeah, you got this?
Oh, yeah.
I'm always ready.
Are you ready for this, Chris?
I don't know if I can be, but I am.
Here we go.
No.
Little president in his sandbox play, build a tower, make it stay. Digging deep through the golden sand, building the future with your hands. Tiny suits and shiny shoes, making plans and making news. Friends all gather to join along, in the sandbox they all belong. Little president from that play, every day a brand new day. Learning, growing your own way, in the great big sandbox that is the USA. The USA. Share your dreams with everyone, sandbox fun under the sun. Big ideas taking flight, with Little Trump everything's bright. Dig a moat, build a wall, in the sandbox he stands so tall. Dreamer dream, builder build, Little Trump your heart's fulfilled. Little President Trump that play, every day a brand new day. Learning, growing your own way, in the great big sandbox that is the USA. Hooray, hooray, for the USA.
Tube and feel the vibe. Every show you crave right here live. Heroes and villains clash in the night. Madness Comic Network sets it right. Scroll through the list, find what you need. Epic battles and fast-paced speed. From capes to cosmic space delight. Tune in and watch your favorites ignite. On Facebook, share the thrill so grand. On X, the buzz across the land. Madness Comic Network all around. so joy is found. Uploads, they never end. Superheroes and their friends catch every twist and every turn. Madness Comic, you will yearn. Stay up to date with every twist. Madness Comic, don't miss a gist. From laughter to tears, every mood. Madness Comic sets the groove. Click that button and subscribe. Catch the wave and ride the tide. Join the fun, join the craze. Madness Comic brightens days. Hey! New uploads, they never end. Superheroes and their friends catch every twist and every turn. Madness Comic, you will yearn. Stay up to date with every twist. Madness Comic, don't miss a gist. From laughter to tears, every mood. Madness Comic sets the groove. Click that button and subscribe. Catch the wave and ride the tide. Join the fun, join